Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. And it's album review time as Defocus, the dynamic and powerful German metalcore quartet, are back with their brand new album, There Is a Place for Me on Earth, out March 1st, 2024 via A Rising Empire. Now, I was a big fan of Defocus's 2021 debut album, In the Eye of Death, We Are All the Same. I sort of described it, and because it was my first experience of the band, as being quite barbaric, very clever and interesting melody, attempting to make their mark on what is a bloated metalcore scene by kind of going the bludgeoning route. If you heard that album, you paid attention to Defocus, simply because they were smashing you over the head with their music. Dizzying, disorientating, moments of melodic levity, all needed to grasp and hold on to so you don't fall flat on your face. It probably didn't sound, even as I describe it now, like much fun, but it really was a blast. Pounding headache, gritted teeth, you'll end up smiling all the way through. It was a really, really strong debut album. But I'm not here to talk about that, am I? Because nearly 3 years later, the metalcore scene isn't only just bloated, is it? Yet, this album, the original, the debut, still stands tall. So going into this, it was a matter of, well, okay, can they do this again? Metalcore, the Defocus sound, strong debut, which, going off the first 2 tracks of this new album, it's something I don't think we should really be questioning. Defocus are back, sounding angrier, more passionate, more intense, and more focused than ever. It's more than just a rethread too. Let the Bomb Be My Grave and Bias showcase a blend of metalcore and deathcore with new infused fusions, both equally dark, both equally frenzied, and both featuring a breakdown that will make your guts rumble. Following that strong start, Watch Me Bleed and Consumed by You keep things sounding aggressive. The former with stompy groove and some wild melodically charged effects, whereas the latter is manic as hell. The speed, the bursts of fury, and a chorus that just begs for mayhem to be caused in its name. With the halfway point arriving, it does no harm, I think, to have some twists on the formula. Don't want to get sick of it after all, as Defocus really put melody front and centre for Crooked Mind. However, it is just one aspect of this album, and if you're thinking it's a soft listen, you're still in for one hell of a surprise.
Before I give it up, I fight to earn a crooked mind. I'm tired of everything that's weighing on my life.
The aches and pains caused by this album's savagery are already notable. I'd love to tell you that it's going to get easier in the second half, but we all know that's bull. Case in point, Don't Let It Hurt Me. Although be prepared for one of the more polarizing tracks on the album, as it features hip-hop elements, and they are quite prominent. On any other record, and in the hands of many other bands, it probably wouldn't work, but Defocus do skirt the line here. Then there's an intermission called Hybrid Anthem, a piece of industrial sounding music to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, leading nicely into the carnage creating To Not Feel Anything. Get your pit shoes on. Next time you see Defocus play live, and if they drop this one, it is seriously going to go off. On such form, the end of this album generally does sneak up, even if it comes with such weight and destructive force that seems impossible. First, there is the mood-altering and atmosphere-laden Flatlines, a track that you simply sink into, even as it begins to suffocate. And just as it seems to have sucked the life out of you, it gets bigger and bolder, leading to a mentally freeing end. Then there is the title track, and it's one last chance to hear Defocus let loose and go as hard and heavy as they possibly can. Guess what? It is barbaric as fuck, and most, and I certainly am, will be all in it. However, it also has one of the most anthemic sounding choruses. Really love the chorus in this track. So that's album number 2. It's as strong as album number 1. Hell, I think in many places it is stronger. The Defocus train continues to pick up speed. At this rate, and with this second album being big as well, they're just going to be huge. They're going to keep growing. They're going to become a prominent name within the metalcore scene. I think if you're a fan already, you're going to absolutely love this. I think if you're coming new into it, you're going to take note of so many differing and unique and varied ideas and spins on the sort of metalcore formula. It is There Is a Place for Me on Earth, and it is out on March 1st, 2024 via Rising Empire. You got any thoughts and you know what to do? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website, where reviews, news, and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.